Hi kids. The Odyssey here is way overdue for an oil change, and the weather's kind of behaving today, so you know, it's a nice day to get under here and start looking at all this stuff and figure out where the hell this massive oil leak is coming from. 17 millimeter, I think. Is that right? Yeah. Catch pan. Because it's kind of douchey to dump your oil on the ground. Kind of douchey. Hey. While that last little bit's draining out, we're going to swap the oil filter. I got a factory Honda oil filter. I've been using these a lot lately. I don't think it's totally necessary, but I also don't think you can go wrong with it. If you're changing your oil regularly, like you should, the type of filter you're using just isn't important. Too slick to grab a hold of. Ooh. There we go. Blah. Puke. Yeah, this oil is nasty, way overdue. That happens to me in the winter sometimes. New crush washer. I've done these without using a new crush washer. You can do that. It will leak. Dump a little oil down its hole. Usually takes a little bit more than 4 quarts. You got to get it, try and get the level between the holes, kind of in the taint. That's what that's called right in there. Between the holes is the taint. That's where it should be. I think I'm going to try my hand at replacing this gasket, which is, you guys recognize that? On the J series motor, this is the strainer for the VTEC. It's bigger than the one on the K24. And I think it's right behind here. I hope it is, because that's what I'm about to take off. Yeah. Albie's upset. I can see. What are you upset about, Albie? Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know. All right, let's try and pop this off and see what's behind here. Because I think this might be where my oil leak is coming from. And if I can fix that, well, I would just be a happy boy. First major issue I ran into with my Element was the oil leak from the VTEC gasket. And that is what led me down the horror road of the constant VTEC check engine light code. Hopefully we're on to something here. And hopefully I'm not taking bolts out to go into the galley, the oil galley, and end up dumping oil everywhere. That would suck, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that suck? I mean, it'd probably be fun for you because you're a viewer, but it wouldn't be too fun for me. And it is going to start leaking oil everywhere. Go get my catch pan. At least it's nice, new, clean oil. All right. Now, let's take this bolt out. All right. 2 short bolts and a long bolt. That pops that off. And see what we got here? Very similar to the VTEC on the Element. This gasket, I'm hoping, is the problem. See there? Doesn't really look clogged. It's got a little crud in it. Not too bad. Let's clean all this crap up and then try and install this nice new gasket. I'm not generally an OEM parts kind of guy, but when it comes to gaskets, I usually will try and get OEM because I would feel really dumb if my car failed because I cheaped out on something as dumb and yet critical as a gasket. Dried up, ready to go. Take our new one. How's that go? Oops, jeez. All right. Yeah. Put one of these bolts in here so I can get her started. Oh, come on. Not win. Not win. All right, now everything's dirty. Now I got to clean it again. Jeez. Let's try it again. Come on, you little bastard. And there goes Albie. Shit, I did it again. And I dropped it again. Son of a mother. Let's try it again. Third time's the charm, right? Isn't that what I'm supposed to be telling you guys? This is easy. Anybody can do it. Except for me, apparently. Well, poop. All right, let's try it again. Got the 3 bolts back in. Now I got to look up these torque specs. 9 foot-pounds is what most people use. This particular wrench goes to inch-pounds, so I have to convert it, which comes out to about 108 inch-pounds. We'll do that. All right, now put the wheel back on. Check our oil level again. A pretty big difference between the K series and the J series. This V6 has the strainer for the VTEC down there on the side of the motor behind the oil filter. And it's not that hard to get to. Pull the wheel off, it's right there, 3 bolts, in and out. Kind of like the VTEC on the K series in that it's only 3 bolts. Not a lot of torque, don't over torque them or you'll get a leak. I'm very interested to see if this solves a leak I've been having. I'm pretty sure that this vehicle has never had that part replaced, which is saying a lot. This is about 20 years old now. My neighbor's dog is an asshole. Oh, you go, Bubba. So, Albie's not upset anymore. If you're dealing with an oil leak, if you're having to constantly add oil to your ancient Honda Odyssey or any kind of J-Series motor, go ahead and pop those 3 bolts out and see if you can throw a new strainer gasket in there. Mine wasn't really broken, but it was old and crunchy and flat, which if it's been banged around any, it's going to start leaking. It's a 20-year-old gasket. So it's really not going to take you very long. You can do it while you're doing an oil change. Albie will help you out. 3 bolts, new gasket, $5, $10, $20 maybe. I can't remember. But either way, it's cheap insurance to keep you from running oil out of your motor. You can do this, I promise. Albie.